Have you ever had your hopes and dreams crushed? How did you react when that happened? How do you think of yourself after going through such an experience? Are you still worthy? Are you a failure? In this video, we'll look at the shocking reason why failing doesn't define you. So, make sure to watch until the end so you don't miss any details. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this. Now let's dive in. Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. Do you know what is the definition of a failure? The word failure can be defined as the omission of expected or required action. If you search for the definition of the word define, you'll find that it means to state or describe the nature, scope, or meaning of. Now, if you combine these two definitions together, we can say that failure defines you by the actions you didn't take. It sounds correct, right? But it's not true. You're not defined by the actions you didn't take. Let us explain why. Collection of choices, actions, and reactions that have happened throughout your life up until this moment. Everything about you has been formed from the very first breath you took until now. Every experience, every memory, everything you've seen, felt, heard, touched, tasted, smelled, learned, thought, believed, and even the part of you that thinks it's too good to be true. All of these things have created the person you are today. And all of these things include failures and mistakes. You're a product of your mistakes, which also means that you're a product of your successes, actions, and reactions. Now, if you focus only on the failures, then you're painting a partial picture of who you are. This isn't accurate because you're excluding the other important factors that have created who you are. You see, a failure isn't just something bad that happened to you. It's something you went through. You allowed it to happen. The same goes with mistakes. They aren't just bad things that happened. They're things you experienced. You were there and you lived through it. And all of these experiences, both good and bad, have made you who you are today. Think of your life as a roller coaster ride. There will be ups and downs, thrills and chills, screams and laughter, twists and turns. A roller coaster is made up of all these different elements combined together to create one exciting experience. If you remove the downs, the slow parts, the twists, the turns, and focus only on the thrills and the chills, then you won't enjoy the ride as much. Why? Because your mindset is already focused on the reasons why it's a failure. Think about it. When you start to believe that something is a failure, then that's exactly how you behave. You act like it's a failure. You feel like it's a failure. And when you feel like something is a failure, then that's exactly how it will turn out to be a failure. It's self-fulfilling. Your beliefs control your thoughts, your feelings, and your behavior. And your thoughts, feelings, and behavior create your reality. So if you believe you're a failure, then you're creating a reality where you're a failure. But if you refuse to let those beliefs define who you are, then you can create a different reality. Gun. You get to decide what you're going to believe, how you're going to feel, and how you're going to act. T. And when you do this, you're taking responsibility for your life. You're no longer blaming others or external factors for your failures. Cuddy. Instead, you understand that your beliefs create your reality. God. And when you change your beliefs, you change your life. Think of a time when you failed. Maybe you didn't get the job you wanted, or you weren't accepted into the school you applied for. Maybe you lost a competition or you didn't make the team. Maybe you were rejected by someone you liked. Or maybe you made a mistake at work that cost the company money. Everyone has experienced failure at some point in their lives. It's just part of the human condition. But what did you do when you failed? Did you dwell on your failure and let it consume you? Picky. Or did you pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and start again? It's really up to you. If you choose to dwell on your failure, then you're allowing it to define you. You're allowing it to become part of your identity. But if you choose to pick yourself up and start again, then you're refusing to let your failure define you. You're showing that you're stronger than your failure. You're showing that you're not your failure. Next time you experience a failure, remember that it doesn't define you unless you allow it to. You may be wondering, but how can I stop failure from defining me? Here are a few tips. 1. Focus on the positive. When you experience a failure, it's easy to get caught up in the negative. You might start to feel like a failure as a person, that everything in your life is terrible and that nothing will ever work out for you. But this isn't true. Instead, try to focus on the positive. Try to think of all the things that are good in your life and all the things you're grateful for. By doing this, you will be able to see the bigger picture and remember that one setback does undefine your entire life. 2. Learn from your failure. Another thing you can do is learn from your failure. Try to figure out what went wrong and how you can do things differently next time. By learning from your failure, you're showing that you're not going to let it defeat you. You're showing that you're going to come back stronger than ever. Remember, failure isn't always a bad thing. Sometimes it can be the best thing that ever happens to you. 3. Don't give up. One of the most important things you can do after experiencing a failure is not to give up. Giving up is the worst thing you can do because it allows your failure to define you. It allows it to become part of your identity. But if you don't give up, if you keep trying, then you're showing that you're not your failure. You're showing that you're stronger than your failure. Never, ever, ever give up. Conclusion. Failure doesn't define you unless you allow it to. You're not your mistakes, and you're not your failures. You're the sum of your experiences, both good and bad. So next time you experience a failure, don't let it define you. Learn from it, grow from it, and move forward. KOAs. Always remember that you're capable of amazing things, and that you can achieve anything you set your mind to. Believe in yourself, and never, ever give up. We hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit the like button and share it with your friends. Kun. Also, if you haven't already, then what are you waiting for? Click the subscribe button so you never miss another video. Cool. Thank you for watching.